welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So, the other day I was playing Castlevania Adventure on my Nintendo Switch, and lots of things were going through my mind, like how bad this game is, but also how, certain things are pretty good. And this thought just came to my head, how about we do a video about the good and the bad? Maybe even turn this into a little series of videos. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, yeah, my thought is, let's play Castlevania Adventure and talk about the good and the bad about it. Because, every game has its positives and its negatives. There's something good about it. And that could be anything. Not necessarily just the gameplay, but the sound effects or the, anything. Anything that we could think about. So anyways, let's jump into the Castlevania Adventure for the Game Boy. I'm just going to get it rolling here. So, TM 1989. So, okay, we know it's Game Boy, so we can't be too critical about things like graphics. But ultimately, I think the graphics are pretty good on this one. For an early title, I had this on my original Game Boy. I played it in all its black and green goodness, or gray and whatever shades of whatnots that was on the original Game Boy. Now, first thing is, the speed of this game. It is slow. So that is bad. The original Castlevania on the Nintendo, Simon Belmont moved pretty quickly. He was pretty good at jumping and stuff. But in this, he just seems like he lags, like he's slow. Now, I am playing this on an emulator, but even still, when I was playing it on my Switch, even on the Game Boy, I remember this game just being slow. And so that is definitely a bad. But the graphics itself are pretty good. I mean, look at the trees. It looks kind of ominous. That character I just killed is kind of, he's kind of lacking in detail there. I guess he's like a mudman or something. I didn't crack open my manual. I'm pretty sure I have the box and manual in the basement somewhere. To know what these weird creatures are, but they kind of look weird. I don't know what that is. It's like some kind of weird rat-like thing. The candles look cool, So, the other thing about this game is the whip. You see I got this nice little flame whip, which is cool. I like that. That's good. You can stand afar and you can shoot. However, the bad is, the moment you get hit by anything, you lose your whip, and it just keeps downgrading. So you see now, I just have this crappy whip that I started with, the leather whip or whatever it is. That's bad. I find that I'm often playing this game with just this crappy whip. So another thing is, you just saw the heart just fell out of the candle thing. That gives you a little bit of power, and if you look on the bottom there's my power bar down there. That's good that you actually get a power-up through the candles quite often, actually. Not as often as you get a new whip. As you can see, I'm constantly playing with this crappy whip. But, you do get some power-ups. In the original Castlevania, now I know I'm probably going to be comparing this to the original Castlevania, because why not? You hardly ever get, the wall meat, as everybody likes to call it. You hardly ever get that. I mean, there's certain areas where you do get them, and sometimes you don't need it. So it'd be nice if more often you get power-ups like that. Even though, it's pretty sparse, but you do get them. Now, of course, everything there is a power-ups there, and then you get those coins. That's just for points, I guess. There, so now we got a whip again. That's a bad thing there, too. Why is it an orb? Why is it a circle? Why doesn't it look like a whip? Kind of weird, because they use that same thing for the villain at the, at the end. Now, those flying things are definitely a bad. They are so annoying. It's only bad in the sense that they often kill me. Another thing on the bad is the music. One of the things that I always liked about the Castlevania series is it always had great music, but this one, not so much. The music kind of gets to you, kind of gets irritating after a while. I don't know why they couldn't just use the, the original Castlevania music or something, but I guess they wanted this to be different. I mean, this is Castlevania, the adventure. Keep going on here. That's another good thing there too. You get these crosses more often. In the original Castlevania, you did get that little, what was it, like a little vase or something that kind of made you invincible periodically. Now, there's another thing that this game is missing, and that is a secondary weapon. It just seems like you just have your whip. So this is bad. You only get one. You get these little power-ups, but you only get a whip. So I can't throw anything. Like I can't get a dagger or the holy water, which I always thought was pretty critical in the Castlevania games, to be able to have those weapons. Things like the axe, where you can throw that axe up in the air, and you know, just missing that little extra thing just kind of makes this game a little less enjoyable. You know, you can't collect anything like that. Like I said, you know, the whip is, you know, right now I'm doing pretty good because this is just the first level. But normally I don't have this nice fancy whip. I always have that little dinky leather whip, whatever you want to call it. We're going to... Okay, so... Now we got the shooting whip again, but again, you know, once you get hit by anything like these annoying crow things, they take your whip away. Why would they do that? Just to add some skill to the game, I guess. I mean, so far, like I'm saying, the graphics are pretty neat. I like the, you know, the little graveyard background there. The mountains in the back. It looks nice. Kind of looks like the Castlevania style. Annoying things keep falling from the sky. And there's a timer. Oh! Ah. There's a timer up there that's counting down. Now, here's another thing that's kind of bad about this game. These things don't give you a lot of time to get the heck on and off of them. As you'll see, if you don't jump at the right time, you're dead. And they don't give you a lot of leeway on those. Really frustrating. I think I spent a lot of time trying to master that. And then they go ahead and they do this, where they bring you to this area here, where, again, you have to master that jump. You miss the jump, you start again. Very annoying. And you'll notice that I can't just go this way, because it won't let you jump up there. They strategically put that piece there to prevent you from going further, which means you have to go through that proper jumping thing. Let's do this. Let's try and do this anyways. They always put that bat thing there just when you need to be able to jump. Ah! So I'd say, yeah, this is one of the things that is kind of bad about this game. Oh! Oh, there goes my whip. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. You see how... Oh! You see how you have to walk across and then you fall. Back to the beginning. And of course, you know, the slowness of this game doesn't help. But I do have to say, I mean, one good thing is, for sure, is actually having Castlevania on the Game Boy. Back in the time when, you know, the Game Boy was first, like, released, it was cool to have this game. You know, as frustrating as it could be, I loved the fact that I had Castlevania, and you know, at that time you didn't really expect the Game Boy games to even remotely come close to the, you know, the Nintendo NES itself. Not until much later on when we got the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and all that stuff. You know, the better Game Boys. But the original one, we had games like Super Mario Land. Even though it was very different than its, you know, predecessor, still a decent game. Oh. Okay, so I think I'm at the end boss now. Got my whip, which is good. But, like I said, I don't have any secondary weapon, which is bad. Okay, let's... I was hoping I'd have the flame thing here. No. Okay, just keep wailing at him. Oh, he's gonna kill me, he's gonna kill me, he's gonna kill... Oh, okay. I got him. See, all that music is just kind of different. And of course the time. I guess when the time runs out you die, which is a bad thing. I don't recall Castlevania having a timer on it. I don't know why they decided to do that for the Game Boy version. Maybe just to change it up a bit. I don't know. Unless it's just a bonus thing. Now again, here's these bats. The way they fly is very obnoxious. And often hit me when I just get my whip, just like that. And they're not going to give you any more options to get a whip for a while. Oh. Again, the music, different. Not some of their better work, I guess. There we go. Okay, this spitting hand thing shoots those flaming ball things that bounce around the screen and never seem to go away. Really annoying. I would say that's, you know, fits in the bad category. Of course, this is all just my opinion because I'm not the greatest player. This is all just opinion anyways. I know there's some people probably like, I love this game, what are you talking about? Yo. See how many shots it takes. Now there's another thing that's kind of bad about this game, is you can actually take the wrong path and it leads you to a dead end, which means you pretty much have to die to start again. That's bad. Why would they do that? Oh, this ball, I always get hit by it almost every single time. It's the way they, I don't know, they don't give you much room. And this piece here really took me a while to figure out, because if you just land on it, you have to like wait till you drop. Like, see, you can't get through there. You gotta let it drop down just at the right time and then jump on, which is bad. And the final, which is bad, is you get halfway through and then you have to start all the way over at the beginning, which is annoying. I know that's pretty much happens a lot in the Castlevania games, but, you know, I think that's just bad that you always have to start right at the beginning, go all through this whole thing again, just to get back to where you died the first time, just to try and get past that part, and then die in the next part. Where am I? Oh no! The slowness of this. Like I said, I'm playing this on an emulator. I know some of it could be emulation that's a little bit slow, but I mean, I do recall it running this slow as well when I was playing it on my Switch, so... Again, it's Game Boy, so we gotta have some kind of, like, you know, lenience to it, but still. Well, I got some heart, but what good is the heart? Because probably the next things that are going to kill me aren't my life points, it's falling down a hole. When your biggest enemy is you falling down a hole, that's bad. See, the timing on that, I'm just awful with it. That's just me, though. Let's see if I could... I thought I would be able to hit him before... I know there's a slight delay in, you know, reaction time. Hey, we did it. Not sure. Oh, now this is another part that's bad, is they always put these... Looks like there might be something there that's, you know, good, but if you try and jump and get that, it's hard to do that and then still get across, which is bad. And I think I'm... Oh, no, one more man. You only get to know how many men you have when you die. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna try and kill these guys. Okay, got my whip, but I have to get through these guys and try and keep my whip. Is that gonna happen? No. I know sometimes I was playing it and those bats didn't appear and I was able to freely get through that area. Okay, come on. Go. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. The music kind of sounds like it's laughing at you. Oh, there goes my whip. Ah. Now I have this crappy whip for the rest of the level, I bet. Let's go down here. Let's go up to this guy. I mean, these enemies, you can figure out their patterns pretty quickly and kill them, which is good. I mean, you just have to figure out, you know, for this guy, for instance, he's got to jump at the right time, or duck at the right time. Oops. Of course, me hitting the wrong button doesn't help. Okay, see if we can get there. Alright. Oh! I thought I was going down on that one. Oops. No, 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 no. Oh! Now you see why I'm saying that's bad. Game over. Anyways, yes, so this was Castlevania Adventure for the Nintendo Game Boy. You know, it's still a good game. I'm not trying to trash the game like, you know, on purpose. It's just the way it is. You know, it's got its goods and its bads. I think that it's good that we had a Castlevania game. I think it was good that it had some kind of, you know, features to it that were a little bit different, but in a lot of cases, it was just really not a great playing experience. Anyways, let me know what you think of Castlevania Adventure and this series of good and bad. You know, it's just like any other kind of review where you just kind of go through and find what's good about something and what's bad about something. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.